In the rolling hills of Willow Creek Farm, there were two cows who lived in adjacent pastures. Buttercup, a gentle Jersey cow with soft brown eyes, lived in the north pasture. Bella, a sturdy Holstein with watchful eyes, lived in the south pasture. They had once been together in the same herd, but a flood years ago had washed away the fence between their pastures, creating a deep, muddy ravine that now separated them. The farmer had rebuilt the fence, but the emotional divide remained deeper than any physical one. Every morning, Buttercup would walk to the edge of her pasture and gaze across the ravine. She remembered the sweet grass they'd grazed together, the shade trees they'd napped under, the games they'd played as calves. Her heart ached with nostalgia so heavy it sometimes kept her from eating the fresh green grass right at her hooves. Bella, meanwhile, had developed a different habit. Every morning, she would walk to the edge of her pasture and glare at the muddy ravine. She remembered the terror of the flood, the panic of separation, the fear that had gripped her that night. She blamed the ravine, the storm, the farmer even, because Buttercup was somehow on the better side. The farmer noticed their behaviors. Buttercup was growing thin, always looking backward. Bella was growing irritable, always focused on the divide. He tried everything, different feeds, salt licks, even a veterinarian, but their malaise continued. One autumn day, the farmer brought a young calf to the farm. Daisy, all legs and curiosity, was placed in Bella's pasture because it had more shelter. But Daisy didn't know about the flood, didn't know about the ravine's history, didn't know the pastures were separated. Daisy's first morning, she trotted to the edge of the pasture, saw Buttercup across the way, and did what came naturally. She called out a friendly moo. Buttercup, surprised from her morning melancholy, automatically returned the greeting. Daisy, encouraged, began exploring the edge of the ravine. She found a spot where erosion had created a gentle slope. Not enough for a full-grown cow, but enough for a curious calf. She scrambled down, crossed the muddy bottom, and scrambled up Buttercup's side. Buttercup stared in astonishment as Daisy emerged, muddy but triumphant, into her pasture. Bella saw this and panicked. "Daisy, get back here, it's dangerous." But Daisy just looked back, confused. "Why? It's just a little mud." For the first time in years, a living being had crossed the divide, and she'd done it not by removing the obstacle, but by not seeing it as an obstacle at all. That night, as Daisy slept curled between the two older cows she'd crossed back at dusk, something shifted. Buttercup looked at the ravine not as a place of loss, but as a place Daisy had crossed. Bella looked at it not as a permanent barrier, but as something a calf could navigate. The next morning, Daisy did it again. This time, Buttercup followed her to the edge, watched her descent, saw the hoof holds Daisy used. I could try that," Buttercup said softly. Bella, from the other side, called out, "Don't be foolish, remember the flood." But Buttercup was looking at Daisy's cheerful face, now back in Bella's pasture. "I remember playing with you," she said to Bella. "I remember lying together in the sun. That's what I want to remember." Slowly, carefully, Buttercup followed Daisy's path. Her larger body made it harder, but she made it across. When she reached Bella's side, both cows stood staring at each other, then slowly touched noses for the first time in years. Over the following days, they took turns crossing. They discovered that the grass really was different in each pasture. Bella's had more clover, Buttercup's had sweeter rye. They discovered that the shade trees in Bella's pasture were perfect for afternoon naps, while Buttercup's pasture had the best view of sunset. The farmer watched in amazement as both cows began to thrive. Buttercup gained weight, Bella's irritability melted away, and Daisy, the catalyst, grew strong and happy. One evening, as the three cows grazed together in what was now their pasture, today it happened to be Bella's, the farmer came with his tools. He began dismantling the fence. Bella watched anxiously. What if there's another flood? The farmer patted her side. "There will always be floods," he said gently, "but now you know you can cross back." We all have ravines in our lives, past hurts, old divisions, painful memories that separate us from where we want to be. Like Buttercup, we sometimes stare across with nostalgia that paralyzes us in the present. Like Bella, we sometimes glare at the divide with resentment that poisons our now. But Daisy teaches us the most important lesson. Sometimes the obstacle isn't the ravine itself, but our story about the ravine, our narrative of can't, shouldn't, dangerous, impossible. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means changing your relationship to what happened. It means taking the lessons without carrying the weight. It means looking at the divide and asking, "Where are the hoof holds?" instead of saying, "I can't cross." Your past is not your prison unless you make it one. Your memories are not your masters unless you let them be. Sometimes all it takes is one fresh perspective, one Daisy in your life, to show you that the ravine is crossable, the fence is dismantleable, and the other side is reachable. If you're holding on to past hurts or divisions that no longer serve you, subscribe to Life Lessons for more stories about emotional freedom. Click the bell to learn how to cross your own ravines. In the comments, share what's one ravine in your life that you're ready to see differently. Your awareness might help others see their own divides anew.